65 is finally here in Verdansk Warzone. In today's video, I'm bringing you guys the best settings for controller, audio, graphics, all of the above. You guys have been asking. These are also the same settings I used to hit #1 in the world in Season 4 of Black Ops 6 Warzone. So these are simply nothing but the best. I'm gonna give a quick shout out to the Noti gang and hope you guys do enjoy. Let's jump straight on board with what everyone is interested in, our controller settings. I do play on controller. I play with a custom Demon Workshop PS5 DualSense Edge. Those of you guys that don't know what that is, Sony has released a controller with paddles on the back. It's a factory controller. It doesn't have a bunch of modifications straight from the factory. I have that controller, but I have it modified a little bit with digital bumpers, triggers, mouse click buttons, a custom button on the back. If you guys are interested in snagging one of these, you can use code Ryda at demon-workshop.com and get honestly the best controller in the world that is a non-assembly line product, which is a small business. These things truly are the best. So I do play controller. I advise you guys to play controller as well. It's absolutely the best input to play on. Here are my settings. I play tactical. What that means is I melee, I use my finishing move, and I use my body shield with circle instead of right stick. If you're on default, you'll do that with right stick. You'll melee with your right stick, but I have that swapped so I can slide, dive, go prone with my right stick. My stick layout preset I play on default. My horizontal stick sensitivity and vertical stick sensitivity, I play with these both set at 2.0. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a disclaimer. If you're new to controller, if you're interested in changing your sensitivity, you should play on 1.6, 1.6. I play on 2.0, 2.0, but I'm telling you the easiest sense to get used to is 1.6, 1.6 with 1 on your ADS sense. Trust me, all of the best players in the world play on that sense. I personally play on this sense because I came from keyboard and mouse, and I wanted to play on a faster sense, so this is what I'm used to. If you guys want to use my sensitivity, you can by all means, but if you're interested in my opinion, you should be playing on 1.6, 1.6. For the next 4, I play on off, off, off. If you don't have digital bumpers or triggers, you can definitely play with swap L1 and R1. I don't, because I have, again, digital bumpers and triggers. Controller vibration, I play with this on. Trigger effect, you should absolutely turn this off. And then my dead zones, I play on 0, 65, 0, 99, 1, and 1. The reason for this is I just believe in raw input, truly a 0 dead zone on my controller. I don't want to have to move my stick more than I should have to for an input. And then my left stick max, the reason why I do play on this so low is that as soon as I move my left stick forward, it enables tack sprint because I play on auto tack sprint. And it just makes movement a lot better with that set to 65. For my aiming settings, my sense multiplier, I have these at 1, 1, 1. And then I have the ADS sense and my tablet sense set to 0.85. So whenever I ADS, I don't play at 2.0, I play at 0.85. So those of you guys that are interested in playing 1.6, 1.6, like I said, I would play on this at 1. I play at 0.85 because I play at 2.0. Look conversion, I play on standard. Aiming advanced settings. If you go down here, the only thing that's very important is ADS sensitivity transition timing. This should be set to instant. Aim response curve should be set to dynamic with aim response curve slope set to 1 as well. For our target aim assist, it should be on. ADS aim assist should be on as well. Motion sensor behavior I have set to off. Only other setting that I have changed in here is I have FOV sensitivity scaling set to on. Multiple players play with this off and on. I personally just use on. I really don't know if it even does anything, but some people say it does. For the movement section, my sprint assist, I play on tactical sprint assist on 0 delay, on and on. This helps with omni movement. I play mantle assist off, crouch assist off with corner slicing on. Slide dive behavior, I have this set to hybrid with a short dive, slide dive activation delay. What this means is whenever you're using your controller, you tap your crouch or prone key to slide, you tap it while holding your sprint to dive. It's really, really good. It's something you guys should definitely get used to using if you can, because you can make dive jumping so much easier and so much more useful around each map. Going down the line here, automatic airborne mantle, I have this set to on, sprint restore on, slide maintain sprint on, parachute automatic behavior off, mantle cancels reload on. For the advanced movement settings, the only thing that really makes more sense to me here is auto door peek. I had this set to on. I play on single tap sprint, and I have sprinting door dash on. That way, if you're sprinting, you just run straight through a door. Don't have to hit square to open it up. For my vehicle advanced settings, I don't change these too often, but here they are if you guys want to take a look at these. For my combat settings, aim down sight behavior, I have hold, tack stance behavior on toggle, tack stance activation, ADS down button, weapon mount activation, ADS plus melee, Dedicated melee weapon activation. I had this on hold melee. You shouldn't put it on anything else. It's just gonna mess you up. For body shield finishing move behavior, I had this on prioritized body shield. It doesn't really matter. This one right here is kind of important. For armor plate behavior, I play on apply all. So if you have this setting on, I hit triangle one time, and if I need 3 plates, I'll put 3 plates on. If you have this setting changed to apply 1, you'll only put 1 plate on and have to hit triangle 3 times to put the plates on. This is kind of like a personal preference thing. If you use quick fix, this set to apply 1 is very good, but I just can't get used to it. C4 detonation, I have this on 1 by 1. Equipment behavior, I have set to hold. Manual fire, I have set to press. For my combat advanced settings, the only thing I have changed in here is interact reload behavior. I have this set to prioritize interact. My multiplayer guys, this will need changed. The reason why I have this on is in Warzone, you need to be able to use this setting so you can pick items up off the ground fast, and that's what's going to allow you to do that. So the way this works is it's going to be like a tap to reload and a tap to like open doors, but it's going to be a tap to open doors and then hold to reload when they're available at the same time. So if you're at a door and you want to reload, you'll have to hold your square to reload or tap your square to open the door. Hopefully that makes sense. Depleted ammo weapon switch, I had this on. If you run out of ammo in your AR, it'll automatically switch to your SMG. For overlay advanced settings, these are what I have: directional buttons, short, and default. Now let's jump on board with our graphics settings now that we finish up with the controller. I play on full screen exclusive. You guys should as well. It's going to give you the best performance out of your game. I do have a 5090 with a 480 hertz monitor, and I do play at 1440p. I play at an automatic aspect ratio with a 2.2 display gamma with my brightness set to 56. NVIDIA Reflex low latency, I have this set to on plus boost. Eco mode preset, I had this set to custom. And then I have my VSync set to off and off for my gameplay and my menus. This is bad, you should always have this turned off. Custom frame rate limit, I have this set to unlimited. By all means, if you guys want to cap your frames, it's not a big deal. You definitely can. If your GPU runs hot at times, it wouldn't be a bad idea to cap your frames, especially when you're not in game. Reduce render resolution, I have this set to optimal. Pause game rendering off, reduce quality when active 10 minutes, and then focus mode 0. For HDR, I have this set to automatic. HDR calibration, I have that at 0. For the quality, I have this a custom tab because I have my settings adjusted to have great performance, but also to make my game visually look good as well. My settings have changed a little bit since my last video, and I will say my settings have changed to make my game just look a little bit better and not so crappy. I have a really good PC and I want to utilize that. So if there's any settings you guys see that are like on normal or high, you can always bump those down to normal or low or very low if you want to get more frames. And I can go over that with you guys as well as we get going down the line. For upscaling and sharpening, I have this on Fidelity FX Cast and I have this set at 75. For frame gen, I have this off. You should always have that off. Never turn this bullcrap on. VRAM scale target 90, variable rate shading on. For texture resolution, I have this on normal. Those you guys that want to get a few more frames, you can definitely turn this on low or very low. For texture filter and isotropic, I had this set on high. Those you guys that want to get a few more frames, you can set this on normal or low. Depth of field, I have this off. Detail quality, I have this on low. Particle res, I have this on high. Those you guys that want to get more frames, you absolutely should drop this down to very low or low. Bullet impacts, I have off because this does affect your frames. Persistent effects, I had this set off. This does affect your frames. Shader quality, I've set to low. On-demand texture streaming, I had this on optimized 64. And local texture streaming quality, I had that set to low as well. For my shadow quality, it's going to be on low. Screen space shadows will be off. Occlusion and screen space lighting will be off. Screen space reflections will be off. Static reflection quality will be on low. Tessellation on off. Volumetric quality on low, deferred physics quality off, weather grid volume quality off, water quality off as well. For the view tab, motion reduction preset I have set to off. For field of view, I play on 110. The reason for this is just a personal preference kind of thing. I can kind of explain it for you guys if you're interested. I used to play on 119 FOV, which is nearly the highest FOV, and the reason I play that is because you could see more. I went down to 113 in the past games, and I really did enjoy it. When they released the patch this year that changed the recoil, the visual recoil of guns, I went down to 110, and the reason for that is player models are bigger, therefore they're easier to see and easier to hit. It is going to make it so you see less, but in my opinion, the trade-off is worth it. But I will say the lower your FOV is, the more recoil your guns will have. Play with what you're most comfortable on. If it was my opinion, I would play 113 if I was you guys. I just really like 110. If you want to use it, go ahead. I love it. ADS field of view affected. Weapon field of view, we had this set to wide. Third person field of view 90. Vehicle field of view wide. For motion blur, we had this set to off. This is a really important one here. First person camera movement. You should always have this on least. So it gets rid of all the crappy camera shake movement and all like the visual effects on your screen. We have 50% again, third person ADS, inverted flashbang. I had this set to off. You can absolutely turn this on, and then first person. With the graphic settings being done, let's jump on board with the audio tab. So I play with my master volume at 100, gameplay at 0, dialogue at 60, and effect volumes at 100. It's very important to have both 100, the master at 100 and the effects at 100 as well. I play on loudness EQ with enhanced headphone mode on, and I play on headphones bass boost with asymmetrical hearing comp on as well. I do play with reduced tinnitus sound, and I do play with hit markers off. I personally think this is the best audio in the game. I've used Artist War. It is very good as well. But for no tune, this is what I do prefer because I just like the way it sounds. The audio doesn't stop there. If we take a look here at my desktop, I'll give you another trick for audio. So here on my desktop, you're going to see, I'm going to go down to the right here. I'm going to click speakers. I'm going to go to sounds. When I get to sounds, I'm going to go to playback. Here I am at the playback section. So what you're going to do when you get to this step is you're going to look for the device that you're using to hear your game out of. So if you're using Astro A40s, you're going to look for Astro A40s. If you're using a HyperX headset, you're looking for a HyperX headset. If you're using a SteelSeries headset, you're going to look up SteelSeries headset. If you're using IEMs or something, you're going to find whatever audio your game is being played through. It could be your speakers, it could be your Elgato. I don't know what it is, but you need to find it. Right here, mine is going to be going through loudness EQ. So you're going to click on your headset, whatever you're using to hear the game. You're going to click properties. You're going to click enhancements. You're going to go down to loudness equalization. You're going to click settings. You're going to drag this all the way to the left on short. You're going to hit apply, okay, voila. That is an audio trick for you guys. Is that going to make your game very loud? Absolutely. Is that going to make you hear footsteps better? Absolutely. Is that going to make chest in the video game very loud? Absolutely. But you're going to come back to the video and you're going to say, Ryda, my audio's insane now. Thank you so much. I dropped a like on the video. I subbed to the channel. I'm going to say you're the freaking GOAT. So that is my audio settings. Now, there's a lot of questions about my color settings. So let's go to interface. When you get here, the one thing I will show you real quick before we go to color is my telemetry. This is what I have turned on. You guys can turn this on if you want. You don't have to if you don't want to either. It's all personal preference. So for the color settings, let's go to readability. We'll go down to the bottom to color customization. Here's the color settings I do play on. The reason for these settings is they make my game visually look better, and it makes it so I'm able to see people when they're coughing in the gas. That's why my pings are pink. I do play on color filter 2 with both the world and the interface affected on 100% intensity. So the color settings don't stop there as well. Let's go back to our desktop. Let's click on the NVIDIA control panel. When we get to the NVIDIA control panel, we'll go to adjust desktop color settings. You're gonna see here that my monitor is selected and I have my digital vibrance set to 100. That's how my game looks so vibrant. That's how my game pops so much. I advise you guys to do the same. You don't have to go quite to 100 yet. It might burn your eyes because it's really, really potent. But that's how my game has such a good color look to it. It makes it easier to see people. Default, your monitor probably looks like this. If you look to the left on the screen or these colors right here, you'll see how much it changes when you ramp it up. So you do play 100 or 50 on default. I would advise bumping this up to like 75 and seeing how you like it, and then you can go up. The higher, the better. So I play on 70 or I play on 100% digital vibrance. That will make the color of your game look absolutely insane. So let's go back here to the color customization. Let's jump on board with the gameplay HUD. The one really important one here is going to be the minimap shape in Warzone. We're going to change it from circle to square because it allows you to see 30% more of your map. Other than that, these are all going to be pretty much personal preference and are going to be up to you. With that being said, guys, those are my brand new Season 5 Warzone settings. I hope you guys did learn something new. If you did learn something new or you enjoyed a setting that I did have you change, make sure you guys come back, drop a like on the video, sub to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you did enjoy. Peace.
Got a super bad bitch, feel like Jonah Hill. Look at how she walk, and you know it's real.